I'm here now for the Stewards report after the race, as we usually like to do. Brad, it was a great day of racing, 2 Group 3s, and there's some spectacular performances, not only by horse but by riders as well. We raced on a good 4 track.
That's right, all goes well for the feature races coming up, very competitive days racing, and a number of entries in the Stewards report which we'll go through.
Let's go through race number 1 to start us off, the Heineken Plate over 1,000 metres, and there's plenty to talk about in this race behind the winner.
That's right, Golden Trigger, it was caught wide through the early middle stages and had to be taken 5 and 6 wide around the corner to improve its position. Pelican Pick out of the barrier slowly, lost a link, also held up, not helped by the fact that it did lay inwards, and advisor, we can basically forget that run. It did return with its tongue over the bit, so we'll see a gear change for this, at its next run with the tongue tie being added to its gear in My Arena. Awkwardly and dipped out of the barriers and also racing restricted room in the straight.
As we saw there, Ibiza just pulling up a little bit short of the others. On to race number 2, it was the JJ Richard & Sons Plate over 1,000 metres, and only 3 feature in here, Brad.
That's right, Wrinkley was over racing through the early middle stages of the event, also caught wide, and Diamond Princess, although its run had probably come to an end there, Mark, just got up onto heels near the 100 metres, had to be steadied and missed somebody keen and also wide.
Race number 3 of the day was Champion Fillies Day, November 12 handicap over 1,600 metres. Flying Roar did over race, and Scales of Justice in a tactically planned ride was taken out wide on the straight.
That's right, from the 600 metres, just to find a better going there. Paul Harvey was of the view that the going was better at that section of the track, so that just carried Flying Roar out momentarily through that section, and Flying Roar will now be spelling, and Poonamoo threw its head at the start and taken inwards on straightening to get clear.
Race number 4, Brad, was the Schweppes handicap over 1,500 metres, and Forever Diamonds just didn't look to stretch out over the concluding stages.
No, most disappointing there, Mark, and have a endoscope examination now. We'll get the reports back through the week, but also will now be sent for a spell. Blitzen Sunday, very disappointing. Also came back with some self-inflicted lacerations. The veterinary surgeon was of the view that that had detrimentally affected its performance today. Card Night will now spell.
There are a few greys winning, as we just saw there. Onto race number 5. It was the first leg of the quaddie, the Kieran Megumi handicap over 1,200 metres, and Prophet Street was very disappointing.
It was right, put forward under pressure from the 500 metre mark. Failed to make ground thereafter. Vetted out well. We'll check this horse's recovery in the ensuing days. Reflectant Saddle slipped forward between the 1,000 and the 8 mark, so that's quite significant. Also raced keenly, and Dreamtime Dancer came back with cardiac arrhythmia, so this horse will need an ECG and will have to trial prior to being permitted to race again. And Viking Forest, disappointing last start winner, was caught wide though, had to work hard, and not a good second up record.
Race number 6, Brad, was the first of the Group 3s, the Prince of Wales Stakes over 1,000 metres, and first among equals. It's going to be a busy race for you to analyse, because there are a few forgive runs and a few unlucky runners.
We have an ongoing inquiry into that race at the moment there, Mark, with interference at around the 700 metre mark to Vega Magic, so looking at that incident at the moment. First among equals, very unlucky, not clear at all in the straight. Vega Magic also early interference and couldn't get clear. And Silverstream, another one that was just unable to get clear in the straight also.
Race number 7 was the C Corp Asian Bow Stakes over 1,400 metres, the second of the Group 3s, and Brad, great shot in the lead. He did lay out over the final 200 metres.
That's right, showed an inclination to shift outwards there. Responded, held up until about the 100 metre mark. Showy Chloe working hard and wide, and Tick Tick Bloom had to be steadied and taken inwards at about the 200 when impeded.
Brad, race number 8 was the Stone Motherless after the races handicap over 1,100 metres. Now, the winner there snuck up on the inside, Candlelight Star. What else did you see there?
Yeah, it did have a tendency to race a bit greenly too. Candlelight Star looked like it showed a tendency to hang, and Potent Sequence stopped very quickly there, Mark, so the vets will check this horse after the race, and we'll review the last race very shortly.
Brad, any other news to come out of the race meeting overall? Any suspensions, fines?
No, we as we said, we're still looking at that incident from race 6, so we'll report that probably in half an hour to an hour, Mark.
And that'll all be up on the Chris website within the next half an hour to an hour, as Brad just mentioned. Thank you for joining us here for this wonderful day with 2 Group 3 races. We look forward to seeing you on Melbourne Cup Day for the Burgess Queen Stakes. Thank you again for joining us.